Live across Australia, you're watching ABC News 24. Hello, I'm Juanita Phillips. Muslim leaders in Melbourne and Sydney have called for calm after text messages began circulating calling for more protests this weekend. They've pointed the finger at disaffected young people for causing the violence at last Saturday's demonstration. And they've called on their community not to take part in any more rallies or protests unless they're organised by reputable organisations.
Shoulder-to-shoulder Islamic leaders from diverse backgrounds appealed for peace.
Certainly we would discourage everybody from, at the moment, taking any further action in regard to this ridiculous film which has attracted way beyond the attention that it deserves. We'd encourage everybody to calm down.
In Melbourne too, clerics and community leaders were out in force with a warning.
We have very strongly advised every mosque imam to tell that any text messages that comes from unknown people, please disregard.
They say troublemakers haven't had access to education and are marginalised.
We acknowledge that the problem of disaffected youth cuts across all Australian communities and that more must be done to address their needs and problems.
Tackling this image will be just as hard, and Muslim leaders were today strenuously denying that young people were being exposed to extremist beliefs.
It's an image that we condemn unequivocally. We are very stressed to see such images.
The boy's 25-year-old mother has spoken with police. Community services say the child is fine.
We shouldn't shy away from this. I mean, that there was another rally, an Islamic rally on the weekend, a conference that they had where there was an 8-year-old girl up calling for a youth jihad. I mean, you got to wonder what the parents are actually putting into these kids' minds.
Muslim leaders today pleaded for the wider Australian community not to allow Saturday's violence to tarnish the reputation of the entire Islamic faith. They say they've already had to field hundreds of messages of outrage and hate, as well as threats of violence. Community leaders say they're still helping police to identify those who fuelled the violence. A seventh man has now been charged and another who's been in custody was again refused bail. Philippa McDonald, ABC News, Sydney.